Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favourite products that I have enjoyed using in the last month or so. For this video I've teamed up with another one of my favourites, my friend SJ. If you don't already follow SJ on Instagram and YouTube, you really must go and check her out. I'm sure you will love her as much as I do. She's a mum of 3, she has 2 boys, Freddie and Finn, and a baby girl called Evelina, who is a similar age to Marnie. She makes lots of mummy related content and day in the life vlogs and things like that, and I've also loved her videos over the summer. She spends every summer in Sweden because her husband is Swedish, so they visit family, and it's just so interesting to see how different the cultures are, and the homes, the interiors are just incredible. So do go and check out her channel. I will leave all of her details for you linked below. Pop over and say hi. If you're new here and you've come over from SJ's channel, hi, I'm Kate. I'm a mum of 4. I have 2 boys and 2 girls. I have a baby girl called Marnie, who's a similar age to SJ's daughter Evelina. And I also have a 10-year-old daughter, 11-year-old and 5-year-old sons. Wow, that's a mouthful. So I post videos every week here on my channel, very similar to SJ's, day in the life, that kind of thing, favourites videos, hauls, routines, all that kind of stuff. So if you like what you see, I would absolutely love it if you'd stick around and click the subscribe button below. So the first thing that I've absolutely loved in the last month or so is this jumper, almost to an embarrassing degree. I just don't take it off. I'm obsessed with it. It is from ASOS. It's by a brand called The Ragged Priest. I think I probably got that wrong. I'm fairly sure. The Ragged Priest. I saw it and just fell in love with it straight away, although I am aware it does make me look a little bit like a licorice all sort, but I'm okay with that. It's a chunky, baggy, oversized knit. The sleeves are huge and really long, and it's just the perfect jumper in my eyes. I love the colour, I love the stripes. Obsessed with it, wear it all the time. So seeing as it's officially sweater weather again and we're heading into autumn, it wouldn't be a favourites video if I didn't include some candles. So I popped into TK Maxx the other day, not for candles, and I left with 2. So I will share with you what they are because they are really, really good. The first one is pumpkin pie and vanilla, and it smells even better than it sounds. This one has been living in the kitchen because it's a really sweet, foodie, baking kind of a scent. So that is that one. And then I also picked up this one, which I haven't lit yet, but if I leave it in the room with the lid off, you can smell it anyway without lighting it. So I'm kind of saving it until it gets a bit colder. But it is a pumpkin latte scent. It's by Sand and Fog, and it has this nice like Halloween-y, what would you call that, engraved thing on the wooden lid, which is a nice touch. It just kind of makes it feel a bit more seasonal. Both candles were $7.99, which I think is a real bargain because they're quite big and they're both double wick candles. This one I think is actually my favourite of the 2. It's slightly less sweet and more spicy, which is what I tend to prefer. I love both, don't get me wrong, but yeah. If you're into pumpkin, spicy, cinnamony scents, I would definitely head into TK Maxx because they have loads. My next favourite I spotted when I was doing a grocery shop in Waitrose or online at Waitrose, and it's this ready mixed chai. I love chai at this time of year, but I never managed to recreate it at home with the tea bags. It just doesn't taste the same, but this solves all my problems. It's probably full of sugar and bad stuff, so I won't probably buy it very regularly, but for a treat it's really, really nice. You keep it in the fridge so it keeps for a while, and it lasts a while too. You only use half of this and half of hot or cold milk of your choice, and you have the perfect chai latte. It really does taste like the ones you get in a coffee shop, and it's by a brand called Yogi Tea, and I've only seen it in Waitrose. I haven't seen it anywhere else. But if you like chai, it's well worth a look. Another drink, but slightly different. This gin is incredible. My husband bought me this before we went on a camping trip at the beginning of the summer, and I haven't actually drunk that much because I'm trying to be good with how much gin I drink, but it is amazing, and I would probably go for one of these right about now if I'm honest, and it's not even lunchtime. It is a sweet violet gin. I can't even begin to pronounce the brand name, but it smells and tastes like Parma violets. This with some Fever Tree tonic is like my idea of heaven, although now that it's getting colder I probably won't drink gin for a while. I tend to move on to like red wine and stuff when it gets a bit chillier, so this is more of a summer thing for me, but I definitely enjoyed 1 or 2 of these over the month of August. So I'm a bit late to the party on this one, and a lot of you will probably think I'm a bit daft, but I've recently discovered slow cookers. Where have I been all this time? I've literally never ever cooked with a slow cooker, and I have friends who swear by them, use them all the time, have tried to tell me that I would enjoy cooking with a slow cooker, and have tried to convert me, and I've never, I don't know, I've just never got on board the slow cooker train. But things have changed, and oh my god, where have I been? They're amazing. I predict I will be using a slow cooker for the majority of the rest of the year. It's just a stroke of genius. But not only is an actual slow cooker one of my favourite things, but I've discovered a hashtag on Instagram. I say discovered, it's quite obvious. It's just hashtag slow cooker recipes. But if you follow the hashtag, I've seen some really amazing recipes pop up on there. They're so simple. So I've really enjoyed discovering that part of cooking that I've never really tried before. So if you have some recommendations or links to slow cooker recipes that you particularly like, do leave them for me in the comments below, because I'm currently obsessed and would love to look through them all. So that would be great. My next favourite is actually a baby toddler favourite, and it's this cutlery set. Marnie has, over the last month or so, got much more independent when it comes to meal times. She will still let me feed her, but she's definitely getting more independent, wanting to try and do it herself. And the fork and spoon that I've been giving her, she was just getting frustrated trying to get things from the plate or the bowl to her mouth because the handles were so long and she couldn't get a decent grip on them. But this is a genius product and has solved all of our problems. It's basically like an egg-shaped handle with little rubber grips where you put your thumb and finger. It's much easier for her to hold and use, and she can actually get things into her mouth rather than the odd one going in and everything else ending up on the floor or just across the other side of the room. So we've really enjoyed using these. In the set you get a fork, a spoon, and we went for the set that had a knife as well. You can opt to just get the fork and spoon together for a couple of pounds less. But I thought I would get the full set because I'm sure she will use this when she's a little bit older. But for now, we will just be practicing with the fork and spoon. They weren't the cheapest set of like baby cutlery that you can get, but I think it's worth paying that couple of pound extra for something that's going to make it so much easier for her. So again, I will leave that link below if you're interested in checking it out if you have a baby or a toddler. So my next favourite is actually books in general, but I'm currently reading this one. I have got back into reading proper books that you can hold as opposed to audiobooks over the last month or so, and I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. I'm finding it really relaxing, and yeah, I've missed it. I used to be a real bookworm when I was younger. I'd get through like multiple books a month, and obviously the usual story, you have kids and you stop reading, or at least I did, and I've missed it. So when I saw that Mrs. Meldrum, Katie from Mummy Daddy Me, and Charlotte Taylor had set up a book club, I thought it was a great idea, and it really got me inspired to start reading books again. I missed out last time on the book that they read, which apparently was really good, but this time I've got in there nice and early and bought September's book in advance as soon as they announced it. If you're interested in joining in with the book club, they're running it on Instagram with the hashtag mamasbookclub. Again, I will link it for you below. Basically, you can follow along on Instagram. I thought it was a really good idea, and this book, I'm only a little way in. I'm a couple of chapters in and I'm completely hooked already. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this over the next few weeks. So my last favourite is a podcast. I actually mentioned a few in my last favourites video, and a few of you commented to say that you really enjoyed discovering new podcasts. So I thought I would include one that I've loved over the last few weeks. And it's called Wobble. I actually discovered it via one of the other podcasts I listen to, which is At Home With. And they interviewed a guy called Jules Von Hepp, who is the founder of the tanning brand Isles of Paradise. I love that brand anyway. I use the tanning products. But I've loved listening to his podcast lately. He's just so likeable and relatable and just lovely to listen to. The podcast is all about body positivity and being comfortable in your own skin, and their tagline is actually "Because we all wobble," and it's just a really nice listen. You will thoroughly enjoy it, I'm sure. So those are my favourite products from the last month or so. I hope you enjoyed hearing about them. Don't forget to go and check out SJ's channel. I'm sure you will absolutely love her. I will leave all of her details for you below. Thank you so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to share with me your slow cooker recipes, please. I would be really grateful. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye!